Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built into your Tesla. So none of these useless dongles hanging around, none of this faff about connecting and reconnecting and disconnecting and all these issues that you get. This is built into your Tesla now. So here we have it here, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If I swipe along here, and you can see here CarPlay, Android Auto and all sorts. I'm going to go through an unboxing, see what comes in the box, how to connect it up, how to set it up, and how good it is. And yeah, stay tuned, let's have a look. Right, so let's go ahead and let's unbox this. So we got the Autoabc logo there, and also Apple CarPlay and Android Auto logo here. We've got a lovely little picture of the actual device, Autoabc on the sides. There again, nothing much really to it. I believe it's a sliding box. It's really tight though. That is a very tight sliding box. Let's pull that along. There we go. And here's one of these sliding dropping boxes. Yay, sweet. Let's move that to the side. We have got the user manual for Tesla. Definitely will be needing this. So you got the Tesla Intel, Tesla AMD, Tesla 3 AMD, so that would be Autopilot 3, Tesla Y Intel. It's just all different instructions. What comes with it? So we got our power cable, Intel and AMD's, LVDS cable, Wi-Fi antenna, adapters, and wiring diagram on how to install it as well. So we'll definitely will be needing the instruction manual on this one over here. That is for sure. Because how to install this, we're going to have to learn. So on my car, it is a Model Y with the AMD system. So we'll have a look at this wiring diagram here. And then we got the DIP settings, which are all for left rudder, screen ratios, right rudder, screen ratios. Yeah, we're going to need to be doing a lot of learning with this, to be honest with you. So definitely going to need hold of this, so we'll have to read through all that. What have we got in here? So we've got the actual main unit itself, and what's got a metal casing. Actually, it's got quite a bit of weight to it. So we've got LVDS out, LVDS in, and power, and then we got the Wi-Fi antenna, and then on the back over here we got the DIP switches, and we've also got SD card slot. So we'll move that to the side. See what's included with this device. We are got included all the bits that you need. So we've got a Torx 20 Allen key, a flathead small screwdriver, some foam pads, some cable ties, and a plastic trim tool. Nice to know that this is all included. Here we have our cables over here. So these will be the ones that go into the actual Tesla car computer, and then these ones I assume would go into here, but we'll find that out. We have the Wi-Fi antenna for the actual box itself, and then we got this huge jumper harness, which we're going to have to figure out where this goes to and connects to, but hopefully it should be a simple plug and play, but we'll figure it out. So let's go ahead and see if we can connect this up to the car. So I've got all the stuff here, and first things first, it says to remove this side panel here, this under trim here, this trim here. By doing that, we undo this one first, then this one, then there's a clip underneath there. Remove that clip, this side trim comes off. This will then come off, just pull off, and then this has a screw here and here which just comes off as well. And then going on to the other side, and then going on to this side, remove this trim here, and the same thing, remove this one over here, and then we'll move these here as well. Actually, it was way too much effort using this tool, so I've just gone ahead and got a gun with a Torx 20 bit on there, and we'll just unscrew it all with this gun. It'll be a lot easier. So once you get to this point where this covers off, this connector here is off, this simply just slides off. You want to get access to this connector here on the Model Y. On the Model 3 it's a white one over here. on the Model Y, it will be this blue one over here. And then to get access to that, you just want to take this trim off here. And then on the passenger side, you want to do it like this. On the passenger side, all you want to do is take off this side panel here and this trim panel over here to gain access to your main car computer, which is located just there. Now, before you disconnect any connectors, they recommend that you power off through the screen, through button safety and power off. But I'm actually gonna try and power off the car from the actual front as well, from the main low voltage and the first responder loop. So we're going to go ahead and try and do it that way. Just remember, whatever you do to your car is at your own risk. So fitting this, installing this is at your own risk. It could void your warranty, it could cause issues. Do it at your own risk. So we're going to go ahead and power the car down, and then we're going to continue the installation. So this blue connector here on the driver's side, you want to just pull it off, and then on your jumper harness, this white connector goes into that blue connector, and then this one will simply slide into that slot over there where the blue connector was, which just slides just on. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Then we're pretty much done here, so it's looking like this. I've tucked the blue cable there, connector there, and I'll clip that in, and then you just want to feed this wire pretty much underneath this carpet and through to the other side where we will need access to the OBD port and the connectors on the actual car computer itself, the LVDS. So we'll go ahead and tidy this up and push this cable underneath here and going through that gap to the other side. So I tried feeding the wiring so many different ways, but there just isn't enough slack for it to go into the OBD reader nicely without being in the way. So you might have to get like an extender OBD extending cable which extends it all on, so that you could maybe tuck it away up here. So that's quite annoying, maybe because it's designed for maybe left-hand drive cars mainly, so the length that they made it was for left-hand drive cars. So when it comes to the right-hand drive, there just isn't enough slack for it to work. But we'll plug it in and we'll see the actual device and see how well it works. So I've managed to somewhat find a place where I can tuck it away underneath this glove box. Not sure if it's going to rattle or anything, but we'll find out soon. We've got to unplug this LVDS connector here, and then that's when we plug in our jumper harness. So I'll go ahead and grab the jumper harness. My torch on here. So I've disconnected the original cable, which is this one here, plugged it into the jumper harness. Jumper harness then plugs into the original port on the actual car computer. That then goes down, plugs into this box here, and then we're going to feed this box and stick it somewhere there, and then the final connector, which is the power connector, this one here, will plug into here, and we'll see how everything looks after that. So I'm just going to place one of these sticky pads underneath the box and just stick it down in there somewhere, and we'll see, make sure it doesn't move around and make noise. That's everything pretty much placed. I placed it there, tucked the wires away as best as I could. I didn't want to put too much strain on the connector on the car computer, so I've made sure that there is a lot of slack here, which will just be covered up with the under tray covers anyway. The OBD port I tucked under here above the glove box, so I guess it's now just power the car on and see what happens. So that is it with the setup. Once you've plugged everything in and tidied it all up, do a scroll wheel reset, so press and hold both of these buttons here for up to 15 seconds until the screen goes blank. Then the screen will power back on, and then all you got to do is put your foot on the brake and turn the car on. And as soon as you turn the car on, you can see the Apple CarPlay logo comes up over here, and here we have it. Apple CarPlay is already up and running on this as well, so I've already connected it all up. Only one thing annoying is if you're swiping really quick, it does turn off and exit. And then if you click on Tesla, it will go back to the main menu of the actual UI of the unit. You got CarPlay, Android Auto, High Car bit. You can do music and video from here as well. And then of course you got system settings as well. Now you normally have a front view camera as well, so the front camera I've turned it off because every time I put it in drive it will turn on the camera, but there will be no connection, so it will just be a black screen. So I've gone ahead and turned that off, but if you have a camera connected you can do that. I've also done AV separation so that the Bluetooth on the car is connected to my phone instead of me having to connect Bluetooth to the box. So it just makes it a bit more seamless. So my phone connects to the Bluetooth on the car and not on the Android Auto Apple CarPlay box. I find it a lot better to do that. So we go ahead and done that. And the only other thing is I couldn't figure out how to, you see there, if I'm moving too quick it just exit it, so you need to be slow with it when you move it, because if you just so quick, like, I don't know why, it just seems to exit it, which is a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. At least you get the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on here. It's really easy. As soon as it's powered on and as soon as you've done this, you literally click on whatever you need to use, Android or Apple CarPlay, and you just connect to the Bluetooth that comes up on here, and you're simply up and running. Simple as that. So you can go ahead and use Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, you know, whatever you want. You can even use Spotify through here, or you can use Spotify on the actual Tesla as well. So whichever floats your boat, you can do either or. It works really, really well. You can still play Bluetooth music from your phone connected to the car through the Tesla Bluetooth, and then you can play Apple CarPlay and music through here as well if you want to. You see, that's the only thing I find quite annoying, is when you're swiping along, it just decides to just exit it, which is a little bit annoying. Not too much of a big issue, but it is a little bit annoying. But there we go, simple as that, easy as that. We have now got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto built in to our Tesla, and it's nice and easy and simple to use. So overall score I'm going to give it is a 7 out of 10. It was a little bit difficult to install and connect all together. It wasn't the easiest thing to do, but we managed to do it. It did work, and like UI wise, it's pretty quick and snappy. There's no delay. It's pretty good. The only thing that's annoying is that it just constantly just swipes down. So you just got to maybe get time getting used to it to use it nice and slow. But even then, look, it's just a bit annoying. The only other thing I couldn't figure out was I did try and change the bits modes that was on the actual settings itself, where it said the DIP settings. If we go over here, the DIP settings for right rudder, I tried this one, and then I tried this one to see if that moves the screen, the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto screen on this side of the car, but it didn't do that. So maybe you need to try up all of these setups to see what happens. So I might give that a go and see what happens, and see if we can move the display on that side. But other than that, I think it's a great product. I mean, it works. It's better than not having Apple CarPlay, and it's constantly permanently there. So as soon as you get in and out of the car, it's just a seamless connection, which is what's really good about it. So if you're interested in purchasing this, link to buy will be down below in the description. If I have any coupon codes, I'll put that down below as well. And as always, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.